Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to talk about something that you might be missing out of your healthy lifestyle. This is a crucial thing. What is this crucial thing that you might be missing? It is connecting to nature. I truly believe that connecting to nature is the most underrated factor of good health. So what exactly does that mean, that it's an underrated factor of good health? So there's many factors that go into good health. There's many foundational elements that need to be in place, such as needing to have a good daily routine that is made up of self-care practices and other healthy habits. And I've got a lot of videos on those sorts of things. But in this video, I'm going to focus on this factor, which is nature. So when I talk about holistic wellness, like I said, it really is made up of just a few crucial factors. Having the daily routine, the self-care, focusing on your body, mind, and soul equally, because all three together work together and they help you to leverage what you're doing so you're not working so hard. And it's all underlying with nature. Nature is the underlying factor which we're trying to connect to in order to achieve that good health. So this video is going to go deeper into nature and why it is so underrated. Nobody talks about, well, there are people that talk about this, but not enough, because I don't really see it very often. And I mean, there's a lot of people that talk about Ayurveda, and Ayurveda is a natural healthcare system that focuses on nature and aligning the body, mind, and soul with nature. And Ayurveda as well is something that I talk about a lot. So if you're interested in that, I've got a course on that and I've got other videos on that. So let's move along here in this video. And I want to start with a quote by Henry David Thoreau, which is one of the best nature authors. I love this quote. "Live in each season as it passes. Breathe the air, drink the drink, taste the fruit, and resign yourself to the influence of the earth." So this quote really sums up the whole thing with connecting to nature and how crucial it is. And, you know, back in the old days, well, I don't really know what years he was alive. I want to say it was, I'm just going to sound stupid if I guess. So I'm just going to say it was long enough ago to where a lot of people are not aware of who he was. So I just love this quote. So the next thing I want to talk about is, what exactly does nature mean, or connecting to nature? What does it mean? So you might think connecting to nature might mean like going for a walk outside, which is true. That's a great way to connect to nature. But really, I think our connection to nature requires much more than fleeting moments. So a fleeting moment would be going for a walk in nature, because that's something that might take place once. You might only do it once every month. It's not really ingrained into your soul, shall we say. So what I like to call the connection to nature is much more deep than just doing things in nature. But like I said, doing things in nature is crucial. But I'm going to get a little bit more into the deeper connection. So nature and spirituality are connected, which ties in this whole thing with the spiritual side. We are 1/3, well, actually we are a soul, but spirituality is 1/3 of the holistic lifestyle. So we need to focus on spirituality, which, you know, a lot of people are not talking enough about this either. And I like to talk about both of them together, because they are two things that are not talked about enough. They're so underrated in how they can help you, and especially when they are used together. So I actually have an article, and I think I might have a video, blog post, and a podcast episode about nature and spirituality, how they are connected. So you can watch that if you want to learn more about that aspect of it. So alignment with nature is what creates that connection. It's not just doing something outside. It's aligning. And aligning means so many things, but the main thing that it means is to live your lifestyle in such a way that everything you do is in accordance with nature. So you're not doing anything where you're working against nature. And that includes even things like seasonal eating. And I talk about that a lot too. And Ayurveda talks a lot about that. Also living in alignment with the day, the circadian rhythm. Those are lots of ways that you can live in alignment with nature. And that creates the connection, because that ends up almost, I don't want to use the word training, but I can't think of a better word right now. It's training you to know what it feels like to be in alignment with nature. And then when you are in that alignment, you will make better choices in your life, such as things like buying natural products, natural hygiene products, and eating healthier, eating in a way that's more aligned with nature. Practical ways to connect with nature. So here's where I'm going to talk about a few ways that you can right now do these things. This is a starting point. So the first one I'm going to talk about is to grow your own food. And of course, this has many health benefits, because not only are you working in a garden, you're really forming that deep connection with the earth by touching it, by just like sitting on it and breathing in the healthy microbes and getting the microbes on your skin, and watching the process of the food growing. When you plant your own food, watch it grow, nurture it, and then harvest it yourself, create a meal out of it and eat it, that's a cycle that you did yourself, and that is such a amazing feeling. It's such a great way to connect with nature. The next thing is to become more aware of your environment, and you will become more aware of your environment naturally when you align with nature. So a lot of people think that it might be a waste of time, because there's really not much that the average person can do about climate change. Well, there is things that we can do, but you might be thinking like you alone cannot do a lot. But if we work together, we can help the environment in so many ways. And this is another side effect, if you will, of living in alignment with nature. You want nature to thrive. And so you will do things like maybe buy an electric car, or not use chemicals in your garden, things like that. Nature journaling. This is a big one because I'm such a big advocate of journaling. I love journaling so much that I've got another channel about it. Well, I don't really work on that channel anymore, but I have a course on how to improve your life through journaling. I think it's that important. It's one of the best ways to align your body, mind, and soul with your higher self, learning about yourself. And so this is something that's really good to do in nature, and you can connect with nature in this way. And it's almost like doing any type of journaling with yourself. You are getting to know yourself on a deeper level, and that's why nature journaling is great. So living in alignment with the sun and the moon cycles, this is important. Like I said a minute ago, being aware of these cycles. You know, a lot of people don't even realize that the moon goes through cycles every 28 to 29 days. And everybody knows the sun is, 24 hours. But the way that our bodies react to these changes, even seasonal changes, our bodies react to these things. We react to the moon being out. We even react to the full moon as opposed to the new moon. And learning about these cycles, I have a video on this as well when it comes to the moon, if you want to watch that one. It's very important, very crucial for our sleep and our overall health and wellness. Camping in nature, this is a great thing. In fact, I have an article on why camping is one of the healthiest activities that you can do. It's so good for your body, your mind, and your soul. And it's especially good for resetting your circadian rhythm and feeling connected to nature. So this picture shows a man in the middle of the wilderness. Like, most people are not going to be camping in this type of situation. Most people go camping in campgrounds, where there's RVs lined up, and that's great too. That's what I do. I have a camper and I just love doing that. But this type of rugged, no electricity kind of camping, this is really what will get you connected to nature. And of course, earthing and grounding, same thing. I also have a video about this and a blog post about this. This is so important because this is another reason why connecting to nature is underrated, because this is the easiest thing that you can do. It's free, it's handy, you can just step outside and stand on the earth with your bare feet. And this has so many healing benefits. I do this all the time when the weather is decent. It's just great. So exercising in nature is also a really good one because you're connecting to your body and you're in nature. So, even just being in nature itself is calming, and especially things like yoga and meditation. Doing those two things in nature is really, such a beautiful thing. And then forest bathing is another one that I have to mention. Forest bathing is where you literally go into a forest or a heavily wooded area and just sit or walk and breathe in the air and soak in the green, and it's healing. It's healing in so many ways. So if you can get access to a forest, or it doesn't have to be, you don't have to go deep into the woods. You can just, go where there are trees that are a little thick, and then you can just go stand in them. In fact, I have a little area like this in my backyard where it's one bush, one tree, and like 2 or 3 trees behind it, and then a hill. So it's not horribly wooded. In fact, there's other people living close by, but it's just the fact that when I stand in that little center area, I'm completely secluded by trees, and it's just amazing. So if you want to learn a little bit more about how to connect and align with nature, I've got a printable toolkit. In the toolkit, it's called that because there's multiple things in it. It's not just a printable. So you will learn how to establish a true connection with nature that will allow you to grow spiritually, relieve stress and anxiety and depression. You will learn how to align your lifestyle with nature's cycles, resulting in better sleep, better digestion, and better overall health of your body, mind, and soul. So everything I talked about in this video, only more of it. So everything that's included is articles. I have links to 5 of my articles that are all about nature. I have links to 2 video lessons that were taken from my online course. So my course is called Holistic Lifestyle Basics, and these 2 videos total to be 52 minutes. And so that's a really good deal that those are included, but I had to include them because they're that important. And if you're really serious about becoming aligned with nature, you need everything. And then there's also a printable nature journal tracker planner, which is, like I mentioned, doing nature journaling is amazing. And so that is the nature journal that I created, which has 8 pages in itself. Then there's also a couple of printable nature-based image affirmations that you can use as stickers or cards for a meditation. And then there are 4 printable pages of nature-based activity stickers, which you can also use as cards, whatever you want to do with them. Print them out on sticker paper. There's 16 images total of those. So it's pretty much like an ebook, and then it's got the links all in it, and the printable pages as well. So there will be a link down below in the video description if you would like to check that out. That is on Etsy, in my Etsy shop. So it's a digital download. You get it right away. And here is my nature playlist. If you are interested in watching more videos, you can binge this playlist. And be sure to subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. And I will see you again next time.